Hello, welcome back to Practical Piano. Today I have a 50-minute practice session. So we're going to start with a very thorough warm-up because I think the longer that I play, I think the more intense the practice session, the more necessary to warm up. This is speculation. This is just a theory, don't take it quite as fact, but that's what I'm gathering for myself, because the last time that I had a very long, intense practice session and didn't warm up, I injured my hand, so I'm thinking that is the problem. If you're going to practice hard and long, you need to warm up thoroughly. Kind of like if you're going to do a really hard workout, you should probably warm up pretty thoroughly. Okay, let's start with all of our major scales. We'll do them in order. This is going to distract me, so I'll take it off. Remember to remove any distractions from your environment, especially your hands. But this is pretty, so I'm going to set this here so I can see it. Okay. That is F major scale. You can hear I wasn't hitting the right and the left notes at the exact same time, so I'm going to play again and aim for that. Now I'm not playing forte, it's a warm-up, I'm just playing at a comfortable pressure through my fingers. That was better. Toward the end, it was a little bit, they were a little bit separated. Not quite at the exact same time, but that's okay. I'm going to do G major. That's wrong. Let's try again. The first time I think wasn't wrong, but I thought I needed a C sharp and I don't. So that thought threw me off and I thought I had played it wrong. So whenever you're not sure, or if you suspect you've done something wrong, just try it again and try and fix the error. So for my warm-up, I don't want to push myself to go super fast or play really firmly. I'm playing comfortably and I'm picking a speed that I can comfortably achieve the technique at. Picking a speed that I can play the technique correctly at and comfortably. This is A major. This one is B major. Ooh, think for a second. There we go. Right, my next one is D flat major. And I remember practicing B major and D flat major and realizing they use all the black keys. And the only difference is in B major, I use the B and the E white keys. So these are the white keys on the right side of the black key groups. In D flat major, I use the opposite. I use, that's right, I use F and C. Okay, let's do this again. We'll do E flat major. My left hand was slipping around there. We'll try again. So the first time I played, when I said my left hand was slipping around, it felt like when I went to play my 4 and my 3 on the black keys for the crossover, I felt like I was sliding off the keys, or I wasn't exactly on them. So that was what I'm describing by slipping. It feels like they're not secure under my fingers, like I'm not playing them firmly and accurately and precisely. So if it feels like that, take your time, slow it down, and adjust your playing. You saw I played slower the second time. Adjust your playing so that you can hit more accurately. D flat major. Speaking of hitting black keys accurately, I just realized that one thing that I do is when I'm playing a scale with a lot of black keys, I tend to hold my fingers out more flat. Then the black key, I'm resting about this much of my finger on the black key, instead of normally I just rest a bit on the white key. So I'm using a lot of my finger to play the black key, which is how I'm getting a more stable and accurate pressure on the black key. So try that, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, no problem, there's nothing wrong with you. But that's the technique that I've developed over time. That helps me play them with more accuracy. Okay, we're going to do the minors. Let's do E harmonic minor. I'll try and do all the harmonics and then all the melodics, which is tricky because sometimes when you have to play both, it's hard to remember which notes are in the harmonic and which notes are in the melodic. So, harmonics first. I definitely messed up my left hand fingering, so let's try that again. Very good. What I do when I can't remember the crossovers is I'll think, when I get my fingering wrong, I'll think about which finger goes on the crossover. So there I was like, I don't know what mistake I made in the left hand. So as I was going up, I noticed, okay, I cross over with my 4 onto the F sharp in my left hand. So the next time I cross, I'm not using my 4. I only cross when I'm playing F sharp. So I paid attention to that the whole time I played, and because I was paying attention to my cross, I got it right. So that's how I keep track of fingering, is just to remember where am I crossing my 4, or where am I crossing my 3, or where do I tuck my thumb to. So you might want to try that, and it might not work for you. You might want to try something else. That's what I do. So we're doing F sharp minor. We'll try the harmonic. This one is going to be tough because I don't remember which ones are black and which ones are white for the 6 and the 7. Okay, nice. This is the benefit to having played these for years and years, different scales at different times, is that I might not remember it, but my fingers remember or I remember it as I play it. You know how you go to watch a movie? You're like, I don't remember this at all. And then as each scene unfolds, you remember, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's just familiar. Sometimes that's what playing the scales are like for me. So I don't remember what exactly goes in F sharp, but if I start playing it, I'll remember. Okay, G sharp, harmonic. Da da da. I think. Yes. Ooh, that was the wrong cross though, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So my 3 in the left hand needs to be on the A flat. 3, 4. Let's start that one over. G sharp. Yeah, this one is tricky, so I'm going to circle this and make a note to myself to practice that one. Now my right hand fingering is off. My 2 and 1 need to be on the white keys where there's the gap. So my 4 needs to be on B flat when I get there. And my left hand needs to cross 4 only on A flat, not on D flat. Let's try again. Oh no, okay, my left hand needs 4 on D flat, not on A flat. My right hand needs the 4 on B flat. I needed to cross my left hand 4. Let's try that again. Left hand 4. In the right, 1 in the left, 3 in the right. Ooh, I think I did that wrong. No, that was right. Okay, I got that one right. Let's play it again. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Now that took up quite a bit of time. How are my hands feeling? They need some stretching stuff. Let's do, I have to do scales in octaves, in staccatos. That's actually quite hard on the hands. Let's do that last. I'm going to do a couple arpeggios. Let's do the minors that I didn't do for the scales. So D minor, arpeggios, 4 octaves, with inversions. Second inversion. Third inversion. Okay, let's do C minor. Now I may have called the inversions the wrong thing earlier, okay? So I'll play that D minor again. This first one, that initial position is called the root. It's not first inversion. First inversion is the first change away from the root. So that's the root. This is first inversion. So I'll play that whole thing and I'll call them out correctly this time because I don't think I did it correctly before. So this is root. First inversion. Second inversion. And then if you don't understand what those mean, that's okay. Mostly that's for the people who like theory, because theory is about remembering the names of things. So those are the correct names. Now that's the arpeggios. We're going to do the dominant sevenths. I like dominant sevenths. We're going to do D dominant seventh. We're going to do solid. Then I'll do broken. And they have to be staccato. This is one thing I prefer about Conservatory Canada versus Royal Conservatory. Conservatory Canada, when they want you to play D dominant seventh, you start on D. When you're playing in Royal Conservatory, they'll tell you to play G dominant seventh, and you'll go up to the dominant of G, which is D, and then you'll play the dominant seventh starting on D, but they'll call that G. And while I'm sure that makes sense to some people, it's quite confusing, and I much prefer Conservatory Canada because when they say to play a D seventh, it starts on D, and it makes a lot of sense. All right, now we'll do the broken. Whoop! I hit a B instead of a C. Let's do that again. Normally I would finish, but I stopped, so too late. Good. Let's do the A flat dominant seventh because that's the last on the list, so it's probably the last one I usually play. Nice. I'm messing it up here. Let's do it again. Very good. That's enough. So let's do changes, because I don't practice it very much, and it's also a very good warm-up. Because there are so many notes, but it follows the shape of your hand. There's a lot of this. So you can move from your arm. It's very nice. Feels good. All right, now that felt very good. It's definitely things to work on, but that is not where I want to focus today. I wanted to focus a couple of things. The end of Rondo alla Turca, but that's got big stretches and I'm not feeling up to it yet. So let's do Reverie also has big stretches. That's okay, let's try it. It's less intense. Now this section is supposed to be pianissimo, but the left hand has to be louder than the right hand because the left hand has the melody. So as I'm playing here, I'm exaggerating that difference and it ends up not being pianissimo. But when you're doing early practice and you need to establish your dynamics, often that is the best approach, to exaggerate, and then later you can back off when they're fully set. Whoops, let's do that again. Oh, I have to move there. Let's write that up here. Very big move. Yes. Again. Play that again. And again, I need to get these chords a little better. No, okay, what letters are these? This is D. No, it's not. It's as I thought. That's a G, and that's an F. If you move your whole arm when you have to do things like that, when you have to hold something down and then rotate between your pinky and your thumb, if you use your wrist, I'm not moving my whole arm actually, but observe this rotation. I'm moving from here and from here, and that's easier than holding still and trying to only move my fingers. In fact, I just tensed up a whole lot trying to do that, even that tiny bit. So when you have a rotation like that, rotate your wrist and your elbow if you need to, but try not to cramp up your fingers. That's B flat, C, D, G, C, E, G. I thought G was the top note, and I'm right, so let's do that again. Now what I did there, you heard there was this blur of sounds, and then partway through, those sounds faded away until you could just hear the single notes. So what I did there is I very slowly, each note lifted the pedal just a tiny bit more. And if you've got a quite good quality pedal with your electronic piano, you'll be able to lift only partially, and it will release the notes a little bit. Or if you have an acoustic or grand, you're going to have the same effect. You might not have that effect with a lower grade electronic pedal. It might be anytime you lift it. It might just be an on-off switch. But if it's a good pedal, it'll have this graduation where you can get this middle section where it holds on to some notes but not all of them. And so then you can achieve this same effect. I'll play it again so you can hear it. See how they're all blurring together? Whoops. Now I'm going to lift the pedal just a tiny bit, and a tiny bit more, till it comes clear like that. So that's just a teeny tiny bit of lift, so I'm lifting the pedal like this. If the pedal was down, I'm going like, ooh, tiny bit. Okay, that's of course with my foot. I'm going to drink my tea, and then we're going to continue on to the next section, which is very, very hard, because the notes, the melody notes, are traded between the hands here. It's complicated and challenging, but we're going to do it. I'm going to play you just the melody notes. Then I'll play the section so that you can hear the melody notes. I've circled them in purple so that they draw my attention crystal clear. Because I know when I'm reading it, I know what they are. And I knew what they were before I had them highlighted, but the highlight is a really clear visual of which notes to bring out. So sometimes you might want to mark things not because you don't know them, but because they require so much energy to pay attention to that if you highlight them or you mark them in pencil, then it's going to draw your attention. You won't have to bring your energy to just drawing the attention to yourself. It already draws your attention. You don't have to expend energy on that. You have to only expend energy on articulating them. So here is the melody. Whoops. So every 2 or 3 notes, sometimes even 1 note, it's right hand, then it's left hand, then it's right hand, then it's left hand. That's the melody. It's being traded between the hands. Watch again. And they're literally on top of each other. If I don't pull my hands away, watch this. Okay, now let's do it with all the accompanying notes. F, C, D, E, F, G, C, D. You'll notice I probably didn't make that mistake in previous videos, if you've seen those. And things like that just happen. You'll be going along smoothly, and then one day it'll be, oh, I never did that wrong before. It just happens. It's part of the cycle of learning. This is the same. That's not a B flat, that's a D. Okay, let's do this section again. Oh! Okay, and again, you'll notice I'm exaggerating. I'm going quite loud on these. Quite loud on these and quite soft on everything else. I'm trying to get evenly soft on everything else so that I can get this exaggeration in and I can get used to playing them distinctly opposite. Later I can back off on that. But for now, I have to concentrate on being opposite. See, I keep wanting to hit this G very hard. So I'm going to put soft here. See if that helps me. Soft. Very nice. Okay, now, soft, I'm going to write it here, and here, and here, because these are the ones that happen on accident. I play them too loud. So the video cut off abruptly because I set a timer, and when the timer goes, the video stops and it makes a loud noise that startled me just now. So I'm going to finish this section and then we will close. Okay. Always feels good to go back to the main theme because it's so easy. It feels like you reached the finish line. It feels like a reward after the thing you just did that was so hard. Okay, so this is much better. I can already feel it's getting easier to play those the supporting notes softer and those melody notes louder. And it's still in the extreme. This is supposed to be a pianissimo section. It's not. Not right now, it isn't. But later, when I've mastered that balance between the hands as they trade the melody, then it's going to be better. I'll be able to get a pianissimo. It's always okay to do the exaggeration, to do the slow practice, and to go to extremes when you're first learning to master something new. And although I've done traded melodies before, I haven't done it with so many supportive notes that are almost distractions from the main theme. So for me, it's new. When you have new things, do what you need to. All right, thank you for joining me. If you like the video, please like it. If you want more, please subscribe. If you know anyone who would also find these videos enjoyable, please share. And if you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. I hope that this has been an inspiration for you with your practice. All right, thank you for joining me. Bye.